How about one like this? Can we do the same application? I think we can. So I'm going to start over with the paint. Let's make sure I get my brushes correct. Here's some chalk paint. And a mason jar. Let's get started. So I think you're going to get 2 mason jars for the price of one in tonight's craft. The house seems so quiet. Look how talented I am. Haven't set it down once yet. Before this is done, I'll have paint all over my fingers, I can promise you that. Now, being that I'm doing this so close to Easter is a little bit untimely, but for those of you that are going to watch it, you've got a whole year, or even months, between having to get one of these done as Easter rolls around next year. But for us in 2021, Easter is only 2 days away. Okay, time to let it dry. This didn't take all that long to dry, although I did go up and have a little snack before I came back down to do the second coat. Okay, everybody, as my mason jar over here is set aside to dry a second time, it's time to repeat the process with the napkin. So once again, we're looking to cut away the quiche recipe from the Pioneer Woman napkin. Cut off the recipe. You have to separate the 2 layers gently or tenderly. And then I'm not sure just how much of the bunnies will be able to be placed on the jar, but I'm going to take a little bit of water, put it on the brush, and start to separate the section I want. Just tear away what you don't desire. It's something I find oddly satisfying to do that. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I've never seen it done up until I was watching someone else do it. Once again, I prefer not to keep the square edges or the solid lines. I think a little fraying gives it a little bit more of an antique look. Okay, find a space that you can gently remove to another area and let dry. I'm going to start with the Modge Podge. Setting the bunnies down somewhat gingerly. And now that I've got it right where I need it, I'm going to trim off the edge or the bottom. Roll it back just a tad bit and apply some Modge Podge down here. Sometimes your fingers work just as good as a brush. And I'm going to apply a second coat of Modge Podge, this time on top of the particular printed napkin. It's been a while since I've done a YouTube video, so it's not going as smoothly as I like. At least I don't feel as comfortable as I did before, but that'll come back. I hope you enjoy what you're watching tonight. Okay, so we have one print on. I'm trying to go up to the edge. And now I'm going to set it upside down and try to figure out just exactly where I'm going to place the remaining part of the second napkin. Actually, it's going to be a perfect measurement. If there's a space in between, it's going to be very, very little. Okay. Do the whole thing all the way up, even though I don't need to adhere any paper napkin on up at the top. This time I'm going to put a little bit more down here, which I didn't do previously when I initially put it on, but I will this time. Okay. Okay. Second coat of Modge Podge right on top. So this time I'm going right up to the top of the jar. You can see the little flecks of the napkin are coming off. I don't even think that bothers me. I really like the antique or textured look. Alright, and just for the sake of it, I'll put some Modge Podge on the very bottom for sealing. Oh my, I wish you could have heard that. I've got somebody snoring in the house. And I can hear it all the way down in my basement. And the best part about it, it's not me. Excuse me, I am usually the guilty one. Not the best characteristic I have, but definitely the truth. Alright, time to let the bunnies dry. Okay, mason jar number 2. First we did the plaque, and now we're going to do the same to the jar. Just going to add some low temp glue right there. Start adding the twine. And wrap it around. And wrap it around. And okay, so now I'm going to flip the jar over to the back side and add some more glue. And we're just going to do a second layer on the way back down to where we started. Okay, so I need to add a little more because apparently I started below the jar lid line, and that's where we're going to end up. What do you think? I think it's good.